missionaries of change. The word change signifies the state of a situation, condition, state of a person, organization over a period of time. A change for better is desired by all, and all of us aspire for a better change in life. But how, where, why, when, and by whom? The question mostly remains unanswered. Here is a story of a son of the soil whose inspiration and guidance with vision has made people to realize their dreams of their own, that too completely on their own.
ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟತ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಒಡೆದ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳ ಕಂಡ ಕನಸುಗಳ ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಮನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಮನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಒಡೆದ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳ ಕಂಡ ಕನಸುಗಳ ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಮನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಕನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಜಾತಿಗಿಲ್ಲದ ಭೀತಿಗಿಲ್ಲದ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಜಾತಿಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಭೀತಿಯಿಲ್ಲದ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಜಾತಿಗಿಲ್ಲದ ಭೀತಿಗಿಲ್ಲದ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಜಾತಿಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಭೀತಿಯಿಲ್ಲದ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಕುಲವೆನ್ನುವ ಮನುಜ ಕುಲದ ಹೊಸ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಹೊಸ ನಾಡ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ಒಡೆದ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳ ಕಂಡ ಕನಸುಗಳ ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಮನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ ನಾವು ಕನಸ ಕಟ್ಟತೇವಾ.
Apna Desh, an organization of the people, by the people, and for overall development of the people, is the brainchild of visionary and a dynamic leader Bharatlal Meena, IAS, a senior bureaucrat and former managing director of KPTCL, former secretary of the Department of Social Welfare, Government of Karnataka, and former commissioner, Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike. Bharatlal Meena, with his profound knowledge and understanding of infrastructure requirements for the social and economic development of the people, was instrumental in the formation of Apna Desh.
Why have you named it as Apna Desh? See, it is like this. If I call something, I think it belongs to me, and but that I is dangerous. So we should have a we feeling, not the I feeling. I feeling as it shows the individualistic attitude. If I say Nanna Desa, then that means I am selfish to that extent. If I call something is ours, then it shows the group, it shows the collective things. That's why we thought if our country is there, it belongs to all of us. Hence the name Apna Desh. So it shows the wider picture of sense of belonging, commitment to the country.
Bharatlal Meena was born on 5th of May 1957 at Sundari village, Dhamanwas Taluk of Savai Madhopur district, Rajasthan. He inherited leadership qualities from his father, Shri Sukhji Ram. With a postgraduate degree in political science from Rajasthan University, Jaipur in 1979, and a postgraduate degree in rural development from the University of East Anglia, he was specialized in the areas of rural development, international affairs and social issues. Bharatlal Meena started his career as clerk cum note examiner in 1980 at RBI Bombay, and then served as probationary officer in State Bank of Patiala in Punjab from May 1981 to April 1983. In June 1984, he joined State Administrative Services (RAS) in Rajasthan. With profound knowledge, deep insight and sensitivity with zeal to accomplish the task taken in the interest of social development, Bharatlal Meena stands apart from others as a born leader, developed himself as a role model with his ability and willingness to take risks. He enjoys reading and writing and has a deep interest in spiritual matters and is a real sportsman with spirit all along. He is married to Jagani and a proud father of 2 daughters, Anju and Manju. A book titled Life and Peace is written by him, dealing with practical aspects of life of a person seeking peace of mind.
See, change has to take place. This deterioration cannot be allowed. If it is allowed, then we will further deteriorate. So, in a civilized society, what we call the civic sense, it has to be there, and that sense cannot come on its own. It has to be reinforced, it has to be told time and again, it has to be demonstrated by activities, then only it will sustain. Otherwise, with the globalization and then westernization happening, our older values are going and disappearing. So, we want to preserve or help preserve the older values, and at least in Karnataka is our laboratory, actually, social laboratory we are having in mind. So, whatever change we think it's possible, it's a harmless change, it's not something different type of change, it is a change within the system. See, without changing the system, if you bring about change, it's a more difficult thing. By overthrowing the system, if you talk of change, that's a quite different type of concept. Here, retaining the same system, retaining the democratic values and all that, still if you can bring about change, that's the real change.
After his successful entry into the Indian Administration Service in August 1985, he served as Assistant Commissioner, Lingasugur, from August 1987 to August 1989, and subsequently as Deputy Secretary, Health and Family Welfare Services, Government of Karnataka, Secretary of Karnataka Electricity Board, Chief Secretary of Jilla Panchayat, Belgaum and Shivamogga, as Deputy Commissioner of Uttara Kannada District, Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada District. In all his endeavours, he has contributed a lot for the overall development of these districts. Besides this, he served as Director of Department of Tourism, as Additional Secretary of Department of Women and Child Welfare, Government of Karnataka, Director of Mass Education at Bangalore, Director, Ministry of Steel at New Delhi, and as Managing Director of Karnataka Land Army Corporation. As Housing Commissioner of Karnataka Housing Board, he launched various schemes to provide shelter for homeless. As Managing Director of Bangalore Electricity Supply Company Limited from March 2003 to July 2005, and also as Managing Director of Karnataka Power Transmission Corporation Limited from August 2005 to June 2008, Mr. Bharatlal Meena provided facelift for efficient management of electricity and its proper utilization at all levels. As Managing Director of Kaveri Neeravari Nigama Limited, he envisaged various measures for efficient utilization and conservation of water resources. Bharatlal Meena is continuing his mission for overall development with excellence along with people's participation.
Apna Desh was started actually long back before it was started. It was in my subconscious mind. Considering the background from which I come, rural background, I saw a lot of suffering of people and then a lot of apathy towards government work and public assets. I also found that people were not interested in protecting the community assets. So that is deteriorating day by day. So I thought that if we involve people in the activities of the government and along with the government works, if we involve people, a lot of advantage would be there. There won't be any disadvantage. The advantages were many. The quality of work will be good, and accountability will be there. the pilferage will be much less. So, considering all these things, we thought that the involvement of public was the best way to do social service, and complementing the government efforts was also necessary. So, with that view we started this Apna Desh.
The organization Apna Desh comprises of individuals drawn from the bureaucracy, academia, prestigious institutions and hundreds of faceless volunteers. Apna Desh has been functioning successfully as a model organization engaged in transforming villages into no plastic areas as well as total literate zones. Thus, with no seed capital nor a penny invested on their own, the group has managed to execute projects directed at addressing local problems ranging from drought, shoddy infrastructure to poor economic and social delivery system. The group has been ushering in a silent revolution in various parts of rural Karnataka. The spark of Apna Desh has spread all over the state, enlightening people to realize the dreams of self-sufficiency in all aspects of society. People are unitedly striving for overall development of their villages or places where they live or hailing from by monitoring effective implementation of government projects for rural development, poverty eradication programs, and also voluntarily participating in Shramadan for maintaining rural hygiene, literacy programs, mobilization of small savings, family welfare and welfare measures to maintain a healthy living among their own people along with themselves.
But without any investment and without money, how are you managing the activities of Apna Desh?
That's the beauty of this thing. See, for our own survival we work, but while doing our work, after work is over, we talk of these things. This has become like a hobby for us and like-minded people. So we sustain it by cooperating with one another. And what I have seen is, we have taken up activities which do not require any funding. Funding is the main constraint. If you start funding, then people will come to you only for money. Here there is no money, it's told from day one. So you have to only work. You have to give what is due from you to society. So that is the first lesson which is taught. So therefore there is no